Oh wow, Ginger, I think I have the same thing as yesterday. It's showing the same thing. It was so weird. It is the same. Huh. It just came right up. Cool. I see you. I see you, and I didn't have to update it, which is odd, right? Did you forget to turn it off yesterday?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I never shut it off. I was showing my beautiful
Ah,
face all day yesterday.
to the world, and nobody knew. I could have, published this to some sort of broadcast channel so that everybody could
You have
see.
no idea the things. Yeah, I know the things that happen at this desk after
Fuck.
hours.
I could have recorded it
Damn it.
all, and I could have sent you one of those emails that said, I know what you've done. I know what buttons you pushed.
I know.
Let's see
I
here.
I own you now.
I
I own
own
you.
you. I own you. I own you. Please send
uh,
5 Bitcoin
uh,
to the following
exact.
address.
Man.
Let's see here. Let
Yeah,
me.
let's see what we have here. Where are my playlists? Let's change this.
Oh, you gotta be careful with that, by the way. I got flagged on it. It said it was okay. It just said something like about monetization, which I don't give a shit about. But it did hear your songs in the background, which was odd. It was like 3 days ago. Uh, but
Let
yeah,
them get a life. Leave them alone. Leave
yeah,
us
yeah,
alone.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
That's how
I'm
it's
actually
going.
promoting their music. They should be happy.
They should be. Good morning, Insulator. All right. Let's see. I think I
Good morning,
have.
everyone. Big Daddy.
All right.
Let's go.
I am so behind because I sent a picture in the
I saw you
trading
have some
floor.
issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big issues. I got big issues because it's telling me it doesn't have enough time to do everything it needs to do that I'm giving it, and I know it does because it does it every day with me, and it just kept complaining and stopping. I'm like, just shut the fuck up and do your job.
You lazy.
Lazy bots, man. These bots are
And,
horrible. They're horrible. I have one stretch where I tell it to do something. It takes it about an hour, and I go run out and get coffee. But I'm looking at it on my phone, and it keeps stopping. It's like I don't think I'm going to be able to finish. So
wow.
here, I can't finish the work. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm like, shut up and just do the work. It's like, okay, understood. And then it's like, you're wrong. I'm going to blow up. I'm going to stop.
Why are they trying to copy humans, man? They try to copy us
It's
a
too
lot.
much.
That's what they
Too
get it
much.
from, the
Yep.
laziness.
Yep. Yeah. I know. I know. I'm their model.
You saw a long time ago this video of a guy that was just packing for a week straight, a robot, a humanoid, and then suddenly he just drops the box and shuts himself because he was bored to death just doing that thing. Oh man,
Dear.
that was funny. It was AI, but it
We
was
are
funny.
in trouble. We are in trouble. That is for sure. All right. I know I said yesterday, but whatever. I'm feeling rather courteous today. So whatever you want to do, buddy. What's easier for you?
I like to go first, just get out of the way, and then
Go
because then I
first,
can.
you animal.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, this looks very pretty right now here on the range. Okay,
Wait,
good
wait,
morning,
wait.
everyone.
Share some charts.
Uh, uh, oh shoot, I thought I was sharing them. Okay,
Nah,
let's do that. Thanks for letting me know.
no
All
problem.
the chit chatting. You stop being lazy like the bots. There we go. Okay,
There
can
we
you
go.
see it now?
You are up
Okay,
and running
perfect.
and all green.
Okay, so here's Spy. Here's where we're standing right now, right? Nothing happened overnight. Nothing new here. This is very, very typical after you get two monster moves at the week open, Monday and Tuesday. We come down to retest a little bit. I think this retest should come around here to the 90 MA here on the 4 hour. So I would not be surprised if you lose this and then try to bounce from there. And then this is going to be the key, right? It happens so often. Once we bounce here, it's going to, and this is why I'm in shorts. I probably, when we come here, I probably get out of my shorts or trim them. Okay, we're pretty much at break even right now. We're exactly where we bought them. I think a little bit below. I need to check where we opened today. Um, if that overnight kind of screwed me over, but it's fine. because should have been 30% now. But going back to the charts, this is the bounce. So the bounce, if we're gonna try to retest at least here, and if we fail to make another high, then we come down, make a lower low, and around here, then we need to go to a lower time frame between the EMAs. We'll try to bounce, guys. But this area, there is no question whatsoever. Okay, now bet anyone we're gonna retest this. Okay, this we're gonna come and retest it. When? That's what I don't have the answer. So you buy time. You buy time and you hold. Okay. Now I wouldn't buy now because you're probably gonna come here and go up. Is when we go up there, that's when you buy. Okay. And make sure we don't make that high. That's how I would trade this on SPY. There's not much to do. We have important data tomorrow. We have some data coming out as well too. We did some data coming out this morning. I haven't checked it. Forgot about that. So I don't know how the data was. You know, Banana?
I do. So this was jobs data that came out this morning, and what we got is jobless claims were slightly higher, so a few more jobless claims, not by much, from 1.79 to 1.8 million. Initial jobless claims were down, so about 3,000 less jobless claims than expected, which is good for the economy, bad for interest rates. Non-farm productivity was higher. So productivities were up and labor costs were down. So mixed bag here in terms of really good stuff for the economy and not the best things that you want to hear for
The market.
for the market. But it's
Yeah.
all good stuff in the end.
Okay. So now I'm switching a little bit here for Qs. Okay. And this is why I think the bounce we're gonna test higher. Okay. Look at the Qs. We never hit that 740 level. There's a liquidity here. There's levels that the market would love to reach before, or we make a move down or continue to the upside, right? We never really got there on this next push. Okay, got there. So I'm expecting this is a big level here. Okay, this is a cup with no handle. Okay, that is very known formation. A lot of people get confused because they hear cup and handle, but there's a lot of cups with no handle. Okay, this is the perfect cup with no handle. Now the market here is going to test what at this 70, 709, 7010 here. If we lose this, we're gonna come and retest 703 and then the 700s. That is the big number on the Qs. Okay. I'm gonna go on Apple. Apple looks like he wants to hold perfectly 300. I would love to. I might trade Apple today. It's depending. Apple and Microsoft, they're looking interesting here. So if we just hit the 21, if we come and retest yesterday's close of day right here and we bounce, I'll try Apple all the way to that pivot level, right to that 1940, that 320. I might trim here between the MAs around there, 316. But yeah, I like Apple here. Big drop, almost 10% here on earnings.
Haven't hit the halfway point yet either, so it's
yeah, exactly. So this will be the middle, right? It's almost right there where I want to go. A little bit higher, maybe here at 322. But yeah, give me a little entry. I don't want to enter here because if we reject the MA, we're gonna come lower. But come this or the previous day low or where the 200 is, right there, a retest. And we'll see. Okay. Microsoft, guys. Microsoft looks very interesting here. It isn't it's not my perfect channel. You guys know I love channels. It isn't a megaphone pattern. But look, we came and retested 50 MA on the 1 hour. There's our support. Okay. Clear as water. The indicator is showing it as well. And we came here yesterday and touched. Look, if you had then the line here. Okay, and there you have your levels now, right? So as soon as we came down here, you made your line, and now you probably can go short until it hits there and you get out, right? And now here it is bouncing, and the key level now is this next candle on the 1 hour never come below the open and close of those two candles. Okay, and you trade safely until we hit the 21 EMA, until we hit that level there. Yesterday's close off day. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So Microsoft looks very interesting. It's kind of the same thing that I'm looking on SPY. That is this. Let me see on the 4 hour. Right, we make the highs, and now we come in and retest a little pullback, which is very healthy for the markets, and we are right there at our 90 MA between the 90 and the 21, and now we will try to see if this bounces and try to get high. The only issue with Microsoft is we're still too high, might come a little bit lower and then bounce. I come to the 21 and bounce. That's why I am not 100% sure here. But if he holds my channel there, yes, go for it. And that this will be the final TP. Or if you're greedy, there's the indicator, right? There's the indicator showing that level there. Okay.
Yep.
That will be the 500s and then the 514. Okay. So if you play a long term, I would do a short term here for me now, but this is looking, we have a gap below us and all that. This is looking, if we can bounce around here, this is a very important level. That's why we lost this yesterday. So let's see if we can claim this today and continue the upside movement, or they want to close the gap and then we go. Okay, so it's not an easy trade here, but I would follow the pattern here, the channel, I mean, and that will give us a good idea. Tesla, guys, Tesla, I exited yesterday. So apologies, I was at the water park with the kids. And automatically I had a stop loss, and I alerted too late. But I exited at 323. That was my stop loss at break even on the rest of the runners. Tough, man. It's tough because SpaceX keeps went down 13% yesterday and is just dragging this thing. This looks really good for some continuation. But guy, this faked here, this 325 level is key, like I mentioned. And this is why when you're in a trade, you cannot be greedy. Okay, you find your levels, and that's why I trimmed at 328.50. I was not greedy, and if you look, we did what, 330. So right there, if we go to the lower time frame, I saw some weakness there, and that's why I exit on it. So it was having a really hard time there. We'll see what happens, but on the 1 hour, it seems like we want to come down. I won't tell you it's over, no, because look, low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, high, higher, high. On the lower time frames, we are bouncing here. Are we trying to make a? This is funky. Are we trying to make a cup and an handle here, and then continue? Okay, look at there on your 30-minute chart. Okay, cup and handle, beautiful. But you see on the 30-minute all the resistance here on the indicator. So we need to, and this is, look at the indicator, 328.27. Okay, that's why we their area the other day I exited. Okay, but I don't know. I think we should go there. Okay, the earnings. I just don't know if it's in this bounce. Okay,
look at your bounce point right above on if you pick the day 7:31, the 12 a.m. candle, and then you run it across, you can see there's that kind of flat area there. It's almost in line with that trend line that you have there too. So I think you've got a bounce point. Like if I had to pick it here, it's at let me do the number. The number is 317, I believe. 317 and a half. So at 317 and a half, that's where, and we're getting damn close to that. So
look
if
at the
it
indicator.
holds, yeah.
Look, there's the indicator. There's where we have support here. We got a hold here. That is the 319 area. It goes, then they have the wick there. But yeah, this is what it needs to hold here. I didn't want to stay there and
No.
watch. I exit a break even, and now if we bounce, I get in again.
Yep.
Okay, there's no need for me to be negative, waiting and hoping for the bounce. See, the word as a trader, hope should never exist in your dictionary. Okay, you take action. You don't hope for anything. Okay, you set up levels, you set up expectations, and you trade them when you're comfortable. Okay, same thing with IBM. Yesterday, I could have made a lot more money, but I set up my expectation on on two, excuse me, on two 37.50, and that's why this went to 239. Okay, and I didn't even tell the real rejection was 238. But I know the market is. I know all they think. They know retail things, and usually they just go below that. So I'm completely out of. Did I exit? I need to check. I might have one contract here on IBM. But this was a beautiful run, guys. We entered down here. And there we are. So now the 200 is imperative to hold here. And if we do so, we'll get another run. And the reason why is, look, with this can go there, okay? As all the all that it takes to get there, okay? As long as we kind of hold around this area, okay? And that's what the indicator is showing, the 300s right there on the daily, right? On the high time frames. And here we are starting to, do you see how the EMAs are starting to go up? Okay. There's no more of this descent. But the thing is, the market gives us these bounces, people make money, and like I did, they exit. So that brings it to come down. You can create a trend line here on IBM and try to follow that trend line just to give you an idea of what is going to happen here, right? We're in this channel right now, and I had this in my Thinkorswim. Okay, we're right there on this channel. So an ascending channel. If we that will be good fits right there. Okay, on the 4 hour to hold the is and the dollar that is gonna give some right. Uh, like we talked here last week, the entire week. 102 was the level. We never really hit that level. Here, look, the drop of the dollar and what happened to the market. We went up aggressively. Now, this is trying to bounce here, okay? Do you see the EMAs that we're going to try to fill? It's going to hit here. It's going to probably reject. And then if we come down around here and bounce again, be careful because the next one is the 50. Every time this goes up, it means the market is going to go down. Okay, we're at support levels right now here on the dollar. On the daily chart, we hit the 200 EMA perfectly. So let's see how this bounces up to the 50, and if we then reject there and come and make another leg down to the bottom of the channel. Okay, so very important here. Look at this beautiful channel, guys. I love this kind of stuff because it
Yeah,
gives
no,
you
that's
such a
perfect.
good indication. It's like the market moves in waves, guys. You just gotta trade the waves, and there's nothing better than this. With your indicators, with your patterns, everything combined. Look at this, boom, boom, boom. Here you start already having the channel. So what comes next, you should trade it. Okay, so this is in the middle right now. We don't need to know where it's gonna go, but the AMAs will help us decide the move. Come here, reject, and make a lower low. Okay, and this is why I think the market is gonna try to push again for those all-time highs when we come in, make this lower low to get to the bottom of the channel. And this is when SPY on the daily is gonna try to bounce there. Okay, the thing is, look how far the 90 MA is on the daily. Okay, it's miles away. Look, support right here, okay, 760. There's a reason I got 760 puts, okay, right there. And then there's another one here at 755, okay. Oh, but we'll see. It's gonna come to the middle of the candle and then bounce here on the lower time frame. Look, because on the 4-hour you have your 9 EMA. This is where we can come here and bounce. But on the long term, we're gonna come down here because of your daily. Look, the EMA is far. With time, this is gonna come around here. Okay, this is gonna come around there. It's gonna move because price is not just gonna drop unless we have something unexpected. So the EMA is gonna start curling to the upside. That's why they are lagging indicators. And this is gonna be a key level right here, 760. Okay, that's it, Banana. I'll let you take care of the rest. There's not much going on today.
Nope.
Look, for the ones that weren't here in the beginning, this is clear as water what we're doing, okay? If you want to trade this, we break previous day high, we continue up, we break below yesterday's close of day. We are right, we just touched that and bounce. We break below that, we come down and retest these levels here, the 9 EMA, okay? This 768.50 level. Okay,
Nice.
everyone, have a great day.
Thanks, Ginger. All right, switching over to my 4 panel. Let's take a look at the VIX real quick. Read an interesting thing on the VIX yesterday. There's some consensus that there's suppression in the VIX, surprise, surprise, and that it's acting a little odd these past couple of days. Couldn't agree more. VIX is flat in the overnight. Here we are. We do have a consensus of MAs pushing down on us right now here. So all this looks good in terms of trying to push down below the 17.325. We did reach that in the late hour session yesterday. Got dipped below, but we popped back up and then we kind of flattened out in the overrun. Getting the 4-hour 50 and the daily 9 across this 18.25 is going to be a strong move for SPY and the market. There will be a bounce of the VIX though to try to protect that and push that back up. So that is a potential area where we could see this coalesce with the dollar, like Ginger's talking, and we can see that pullback happen. So this is what part of the pieces that we're analyzing to see what's going to happen in the next week or two. Again, today doesn't look like too much action. It may seem like it, but we'll get our normal swings here. Looking over at ES, you can see us testing the bottom as Ginger said here. 4-hour 20 at support at the 77.15, and so we're looking at that. That's also across different time frames as well. Different sessions, whether it's regular trading or extended trading, 24-hour, etc. So that gives us a strong area of support, which is where I see a bounce point there. SPY at the 770, closed yesterday 769, slightly up for the open. You can see the configuration here, 409 coming up underneath on the RTH. Hopefully, the way that looks here is it's going to look for a back test there and then bounce back up. So that's what I'm seeing on that side. On ES, this was my morning, in case you didn't miss it off the floor, me fighting the bots. So off we go. All right, as Jin just said, bounced off the floor here this morning. A little new lower low than the overnight session, slightly. Overnight session bringing us to a low of close to 77.47. 77.47.50 down here, about 50 basis off on that one. VIX somewhat flat as discussed. Catalyst oil slightly rising. Not a whole lot in the geopolitical, so nothing really to state there. That will be the disruption factor today if things start to move in a heavy volatile way. So look for geopolitical as the timestamp today. Otherwise, on the other economic calendar news, everything came out today is nothing to deal with. Tomorrow, just keep in mind, we do have a couple of data points today. We've got non-farms payroll tomorrow. We got underemployment, and we have hourly earnings for year over year and month over month. So those three should give us a little bit of a kick tomorrow in one way or the other. I'm expecting that they'll actually probably try to drag us a little bit, but we should hopefully close the week up based upon what we've targeted already. SPY on the On the daily, I'm not going to spend any time here. Ginger did all of the work here on this one, so just a flashpoint just to look at, like he said, daily 9 here, all the way down in the 748 range on the SMA, 750s, I think he said on the EMAs. So roughly, you know, 2/3 of this channel that we're in here. So look out for that. Skip on over to Soxel. Here is the kind of important one for the day, one a lot of you guys are looking at here too. We have our trend line in place here. Let me just slap that puppy together. Boom. And so I can show you guys what we're looking at right now. So if you were concerned about Soxel, we now have a very clear path here. So here is the bottom. Here is the first bounce, okay? The trend line creation, the second bounce, and we are just about to land here into create the third bounce here. So this is the number we need to hold basically at 123.75 on Soxel on the current candle that expires at 12 p.m. today on the 24-hour chart. We are below the 24-hour 9, not concerned about it. The 4-hour 9, you can see that right here is a holding point right here, not too far between that and the breath point here. So looking at that. If we do lose this number, I would proceed with some caution. We do have daily and monthly support directly underneath it, but short-term contracts should take note of this as a potential exit point. Longer-term contracts, you should be okay. Let me just look at the daily on this real quick too. Actually, not much to show here. We went over some pretty big detail yesterday. Not much has changed. This is just the area of static that we're talking. We're just going one area after another. It's 10-point jumps, and there we are. And you can look on Ginger's chart too, and you can see all of the levels and that we have there in terms of we got to crawl through.
I'm,
Go
I'm
ahead.
actually posting that for everyone on the chat, so they
Oh,
can
okay,
see
I
it
see.
as well.
Yep. Ginger's got that on his too. Let me just flip over and just screenshot that real quick for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There you
put
go.
the 4-hour
I
as
see
well,
it.
the
Yep.
4-hour here.
There you
Yeah.
go on that 4-hour. You can see all those levels there too. And all right, I'm gonna pop back over. CRDO on the 4-hour here. So coming back test here. This is the formation where we need to actually start. Look, we are right at support levels here in terms of structure. If this gets down to the daily 9, if that's okay, we can back test all the way down to that 208.56 level here. It's also the 4-hour 50. A loss of that is it brings us down a much lower. So we'll be looking at probably closer to that 195 level. I do not suspect that's what's going to happen here. I suspect we're going to bounce probably right in range here today and probably just compress. You will notice that over the past 48 hours, or I should say 24 hours, the range for CRDO has diminished a little bit. We're not getting quite as much range per candle, but on the daily range yesterday, we still did have almost 20 points on it, and today I expect no difference. So again, a lot of fun to trade this one. Look at the charts the way we have here. You get find the peaks, sell the peaks, buy the bottoms. This one tends to go one direction hot in the morning and then spin around and push into the other direction at least by midday. So a fun one to day trade for sure. AMD, we had that bounce recovery yesterday, which did push us up to the 500 level and a retreat. We lost the trend line in the overnight this past evening here, and we are currently at the exit point here for AMD. So this is a structural failure here. If we lose this, then we need to reconsider where it's going to recover from. So paying very, very close attention to this exit point right here. If we do close below this, then that will be our signal here that structure has lost. Otherwise, I want to push back up, take the daily 9, and get back in onto this trend. May take some healing over the weekend to do if we do lose it. Tesla, that's covered. Ginger covered that. I am going to look at SpaceX real quick and just point out the completely obvious, which is all that release of shares today. Those will be sold today. Those are all people who have held for profit, who are now underwater. So majority of them are probably going to get out to look and see where this floor brings, realizing that you can't have a $3 trillion company on an IPO without revenue and earnings, and that they will buy back lower. So they will, in fact, force this probably down even lower in the short term, which will prime me up for looking for an exit. We do have, I think, 3 more releases in the next 6 months of this quantity of shares pushing down against us too. So really tough space to be. All right, it's 9:27. I hit everything I needed to hit. If anybody has any questions or wants me to go through anything else, happy to do so. Just looking across the charts, I think everything looks good. Morning may be a little rough. Let that settle out and see what the afternoon brings. I don't expect a wide range today. Lots of good info in the pointers today and on your charts. I had a full session. I did about 8 rounds of boxing with all the bots, and I think I got something shaped up and pushed out for you guys. So that looks good. Ginger, thank you for everything this
You're welcome,
morning.
guys.
And yeah, I think that's it. So
See you guys later.
I'm gonna go ahead. Ginger's going over his channel. Head on over for live trading, Ginger. I'll be there shortly. If you guys need anything here, I'll be here. Insulator, I see you. I'm gonna pop on over to a blank one here and plug it in. Look at Intel. All right, Intel. All right, cool. So typical great earnings, pop and pull here, rejection, push back up afterwards, fail, and then kind of a real swamp run down here. Bounced off the monthly 9 as support, which is awesome. Found a key structure there, pushed itself back up, hit the halfway point, carried on and rejected, came back down to the halfway point of that failure and rejected and pushed back on up here. So where do we need this thing? So this is kind of like that perfect trend line. You've got that kind of negative trend line here on that, giving us a pretty denoted candle. Let's just keep it a little clean. Sorry, trying to get it like that. And then on each one of these runs, we've got a pretty high trajectory on these runs here. And sorry, I'm not trying to segment this up too much, but this is kind of how you start with this analysis, and they're getting tighter. So, all right, so so a lot of width here in terms of the runs breadth, and then it gets shorter. So we're consolidating. We're getting lower in that consolidation. So it's kind of a downward coil. What we need to see happen with Intel here is we need to hold this 4-hour 9 here. So we're looking at this area here to hold. We are still in a downtrend right now. So get down to this area. We'll hold. And then the next shot is on that bounce. We need to take out this trend line. So if we can take out this trend line on the next one, here's your entry here. If we bounce off of that, then it's going down. If we pull through it, then we're gonna go up. And then if we do go up, we need to take out this level first at the 106, and then we need to take out the next level, which is going to be at this 112 range here. At 112 here. So those are your key levels for fighting the battle here. On the downtrend, if it does reject and comes down, then we need to find support at 90.26 roughly. So we define support here. Extend this line a little bit. And then if that doesn't work, then we need to find support here at roughly 86. So right there. And that should get you kind of lined up for how to trade that one off the rejection. Where we are right now is probably not worth it. Let's get into this area here, find that bounce, and see what happens here on the rejection of the trend line. All right. If this extends deeper, by the way, it'll come to these levels as well. So if we pass through here, then you're just looking at these same levels here on the back test. But here she comes. Patience, Padawan. Yep, patience for sure. It's a tough one. All right, anybody else got anything? Comments, complaints? Sonar is in the house. Look at that. All right, I am going to wrap it up and post it up and get it on the grid, and we'll go from there. So let me get this thing into the sequence. Perfect. All right, I'll see you guys on the trading.